Xin chào các bạn đã đến với chương trình Lan BQ TV và hôm nay tôi xin dẫn các bạn đến thăm dinh thự của một người bạn rất dễ thương, đó là anh Jeff Leverton. Và xin nói nhỏ, anh ta là một người rất thành công, là một triệu phú tự thân. Bạn nào mà làm trong ngành bảo hiểm và tài chính ở Mỹ này chắc chắn các bạn sẽ phải biết đến cái tên Jeff Leverton. Anh ta cực kỳ thành công và nổi tiếng, nhưng mà anh ta vô cùng khiêm tốn các bạn ạ. Cho nên là tôi sẽ cố gắng hết sức hỏi nhiều câu hỏi để anh ta chia sẻ những lời khuyên vàng, những bí quyết vàng để giúp chúng ta cùng thành công các bạn nhé. Các bạn đã sẵn sàng chưa? Chúng ta sẽ bắt đầu. Hôm nay tôi đến thăm dinh thự của anh đại triệu phú tự thân Jeff Leverton ở thành phố Milton, tiểu bang Georgia, Hoa Kỳ. Khi đi suốt 26 mẫu đất thoai thoải với những phong cảnh thiên nhiên, sông hồ tuyệt đẹp chung quanh dinh thự theo kiểu đồn điền, tôi chợt nghĩ đến câu nói Nothing is impossible. Không có gì là không thể. Điều gì đã biến điều không thể thành có thể? Các bạn hãy cùng tôi tìm hiểu qua cuộc phỏng vấn với anh nhé. Xin chào các bạn đã đến với chương trình Lan BQ TV. Hi Jeff, thank you so much for having us at the beautiful estate here.
Thank you. My
Oh
pleasure.
my gosh, I can't wait to share with my audience all about your story and everything. Let's get straight to business, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. You are the legend, an iconic figure in the finance and insurance industry. You don't want to talk about it, but you are a self-made multimillionaire. I'm really anxious to share with my audience, the Lan BQ TV audience, your upward trajectory. Tell us about your story.
Well, I'm born in Chicago.
Right.
To very blue-collar parents. So my parents were hardworking. My father was a truck driver.
Right.
My mom waitressed for many years. And we struggled financially, like a lot of families do. And that had a lot to do with what I was going to do in my future. I saw the fighting, I saw the arguing, and I just said, you know, later in life, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I need to make enough money where I don't have to fight about it, and I don't have to argue about it. And so when I was 24 years old, I was given the opportunity to enter the financial industry. A friend of mine had introduced me, and I came to the office and I met a guy named Greg Kapp who was to become my mentor the rest of my life.
Right.
And Greg came in and he taught me about the business, and in a very short period of time I was able to understand this business and grow a pretty big team and make six figures in my first year.
Wow.
And then the year after that I made a multiple six-figure income, and before I was 30 years old I was earning over seven figures.
Wow, that is very impressive. Tell us more about WFG. What is it short for, and what is the business model?
Yeah, so World Financial Group was started back in really 2001. There's a few predecessor companies that grew into what that is today. And it's a financial services and insurance marketing company that is designed to serve middle America.
Is it a traditional insurance company? How do you sell the products? Tell us more a little bit about
Yeah,
that.
it's a hybrid.
Right.
So what it is, it has all the power and impact and influence and professionalism of the traditional financial industry. It has the proven, predictable system of a franchise. And then it has the fun, energy, and recruiting of a network marketing company. All put into one.
So you have people go out and recruit new
leaders, right? And then you would train people to sell the products.
Yeah.
So I know that you have classes, you have training programs and all of that to build up your people. Tell us more the percentage of time a person would have to invest in that so that they can be successful in this business.
Well, in my opinion, the more you put into something, the more you're going to get out
Right.
of it. And the more you treat this like a multi-million-dollar business,
Right.
the more it'll run and pay like one too.
Right.
So when somebody gets in, they need to learn this business
Right.
in the industry. They have to sharpen some skills and interpersonal skills, as well as learning how to go out there and run a business and be an entrepreneur.
I have a lot of students and a lot of my audience here at LandBQ TV. They do direct sale, you can call that multi-level marketing. A lot of tangible products such as New Skin, Amway or Herbalife, a lot of other products too. So would I relate that business model to your business model? Can they apply your success to their
Absolutely.
success?
The model's very similar.
Okay.
And the products just, we're dealing with intangibles compared to a tangible product.
Right. Yeah, I don't hear that a lot in America. It's very well established, well regulated here. In the meantime, in China and in Vietnam, there are numerous multi-level marketing companies. They are legitimate and some are bogus, and some firms they just blur the line in between.
Yeah.
And I have people inbox me and ask me a lot. I am not the expert in this field. That's why I want to ask you today. So how do I distinguish the difference between a legitimate MLM business versus a pyramid scam?
Yeah, I think you need to follow the money and find out where do you make the money in the system. If the company, if you make all your money from recruiting, meaning you get paid by onboarding somebody,
Right.
To me, that's probably heading towards that system that might not be true, might be a scheme, something like that. But
Yeah.
if the real product itself generates the revenue that the people earn the majority of their income on, then that might be a more legitimate business. Also partnerships. Like what companies are behind it? Are there legitimate partnerships? Reputable companies, large companies that have been in the industry for a very long time that are partnered with this firm. I think that would lend credibility to companies that are authentic and real. I think somebody needs to do their homework
Right.
and research. These models are getting more popular.
Right,
It's it's more affordable for a company to market through lots of people.
Exactly, and
than it
especially
is
for social media,
Right.
everything.
Nowadays, it's just a lot more affordable. It's an affordable way to mass market.
Great. Right.
TV commercial, too expensive.
Exactly.
The old way of marketing is
Right.
changing.
Right. I see a lot of young people or even stay-home moms. They just get on live, on Facebook Live or YouTube Live,
Yeah.
and recruit and sell their products. It's really cool and make some good income.
It's really the future
Right.
of all industries and businesses.
Right.
So that's where it's headed. And
Right.
to be on the forefront of that is a good thing. You just want to make sure that you do your homework and you check out the people that owned it, start it, back it up, and you have to be with good people
Right.
of integrity.
Right. I have known a lot of people. They've been in your same industry, in your business, for the same amount of time like you have been. But the level of success cannot be compared to yours. So please tell us, what sets you apart from those people?
Well, I think no matter what the products are, we are, in this model, we're in the people business.
Right.
And I think if you really care about people,
Yeah.
they feel it,
Right.
and they'll respond accordingly. I think if you're consistent, people need consistent leadership. So all companies rise and fall on leadership.
Absolutely.
And so I think working on your leadership skills and abilities and being able to translate that to production
Right.
or results is very important. So I think I've worked on myself. I'm still a work in progress. I don't think I'm finished by any means.
Right.
But I do care about people. I've been very consistent.
Right.
And I've been at it for now 24 years.
Wow, that's awesome. Everybody listen, and Jeff just said that too. It's all about leadership. We are in the people business, how we care, how we train, how we build people up. My husband and I, we love you. From our very first meeting, we noticed that you have tremendous people skills. And it's not like the skills thing I'm talking about. It comes from your heart. How you care to people when you talk to somebody. You relate, you connect. You make every little person in the room feel comfortable and significant. Would you say that is one of the keys to your success?
I really do care about people,
Yeah.
and I never forgot where I came from. One thing, it's innate. As I got more successful, I
Right.
never forgot where I came from.
Right.
And I'm more beneficial to other people by being relatable
Yep.
than by being impressive.
Yep.
Who you are and the way you're being needs to be able to inspire people to take the next step, to take the action, to try it. So I continually try to be relatable more than I try to be impressive.
I love it. That's the gold nugget for me today. Everyone remember, you rather be relatable than to be impressive. I have talked to a lot of your team members. They are inspired by you. They try so hard, not just to make money, but just to be with you and learn from you. Tell us more about your story.
When you get started with something, you're so excited,
Right.
and there's no shortage of people that are going to try to steal that dream and tell you why it isn't going to work, why you can't do it, why the company isn't real. I never had any adversity until I tried to do something big with my life. So if you're not facing a lot of adversity in your life, you're probably not trying to go do anything big with your life either.
Right.
So as soon as I started, I got a lot of adversity, I lost a few friends, and I was passionate and committed to this anyway. I wasn't
And
going
I'm
to
sure
give
a lot
up.
of rejection too,
Oh
right?
my gosh. What I ended up doing was doubling down. Whenever somebody rejected me, I worked twice as hard from here forward. And it seems like when my commitment level went up, people's responsiveness went up, and they started to believe more, follow more, and so that was the key to the success. I was 29 years old, and I had made a 7-figure income
So you
and
were
saved it all
a millionaire when you were 29.
too. By the time I was 29.
You could retire at that time.
That's a whole nother story. I tried it. It wasn't fulfilling. So I did take a break, but after 90 days I was miserable, and I needed a new purpose when I came back.
Yeah.
I needed something that motivated me like the money used to.
Right.
And that's when I started the charity, the children's charity, All for One.
Yeah, I've seen some video clips. It's amazing. Tell us more. I want to know when you're going to have those activities sent out to Vietnam.
Yeah, so for a little bit of time while I was semi-retired, I was thinking about what I want to do that can make as big of an impact in the world. And I thought, where can I stretch the dollar the most? And what am I passionate about?
Right.
I've always been passionate about children and helping those who can't help themselves.
Right.
And so I started All for One, which is a children's charity focused on ending child poverty in developing countries through health and education programs.
Right.
And what we do is we build these things called child prosperity centers, kind of formerly an orphanage, but now just with a lot more care, an improved version of an orphanage, a school for education, and a clinic all on one property.
Right.
The first one of these we started parts of it in Nicaragua, then we did a full center in Uganda in Africa, and then the big one we're working on now is in Sierra Leone, Africa. And we got 5,000 students that go to the school. The clinic serves the whole community, and we're just finishing up the 21,000 square foot orphanage, children's home. And so we're super excited about that. And you asked about Vietnam. My wife's Vietnamese.
I know.
I've got tons of Vietnamese and Chinese friends. And our next big goal maybe in 2020 is to do one of these in Vietnam.
Awesome.
So we're
Thank you
excited
so
about that.
much.
Well, it's my pleasure.
That's great news. Yeah.
I'm very excited about that.
I know that I have so many questions to ask you, but if the audience watch the video today, there are 3 things that they can take away and do it right now so that they can be successful in their life, in their business. What should it be? What are the 3 things you want them to do?
I'm glad you asked that question.
Yeah.
Number 1, we have a short life. And so the more of your time of your life you can spend doing something that you're passionate about, the more fulfilling your life will be. Pick something you're passionate about. Secondly, I would say go all in. A lot of people have been hurt before. They tried something and failed, and they don't want to try again. Try it again. Go all into something. Sell all the way completely out and put your entire self into something again like you once did before. It just might work out this time. And then last but definitely not least, when you are doing something you're passionate about, you go all in. Just don't ever quit. Stick with it. And every successful person in the world, that was their formula, and they just didn't quit until they finally made it. And you can make it too.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Jeff. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure and privilege to be with you today.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Believe, begin, become. Hãy tin, hãy bắt đầu và bạn sẽ trở thành.